Do you know about the great OYO Empire? No, not the watered-down lines they gave you in school. I'm talking about an empire so powerful, its name alone shook West Africa for centuries. Founded around the 14th century, OYO rose from Yoruba heartlands to become a superpower by the 1600s. By the 17th century, its cavalry thundered across the savannah, conquering Nupe, Dahomey, and beyond. Neighboring states paid tribute just to avoid feeling their wrath. They didn't just fight wars, they mastered strategies that outclassed their enemies. The Alaafin, ruler of rulers, sat on a throne of gold, wisdom, and fear. But even he wasn't above the law. The OYO Messi, 7 wise counselors, held him accountable. If he became tyrannical, they could demand his abdication by sending an empty calabash or parrot's egg. Imagine that. Checks and balances embedded in tradition long before Western democracy. Their wealth was unmatched. Markets overflowed with kola nuts, ivory, leather, bronze, and fine cloth. Their people were traders, warriors, artisans, philosophers, diplomats. They built their empire not just with swords, but with words, alliances, and vision. When colonial powers arrived in West Africa in the late 1800s, OYO had already stood strong for centuries. But European guns, manipulations, and the transatlantic slave trade weakened its military might. By 1896, British colonial conquest absorbed OYO into their protectorate. Yet the empire's traditions, culture, and political systems still influence Yoruba society today. So when they tell you Africa had no civilization before colonialism, remember OYO. When they reduce African history to slavery and helplessness, remember OYO. An empire with governance, military strategy, trade networks, and art that rivaled any in Europe or Asia. Because when you know where you come from, you walk differently, you speak differently, you dream differently.